So, when we have the moon, which is the blended feelings and attachments, and Pluto, which is the attachments when it comes to not wanting to lose or not wanting to be abandoned, and it's very much about deep desires. When these are occurring in an opposition in a composite chart, it is one of the most passionate emotional interplays that we can see in compatibility. Because what happens is that we are seeing the extremes of attachment and of feelings really driving the relationship. So we are going to have a deep effect on each other. We are going to transform each other in some fashion. And the ways in which we deal with each other can be very, very subtly manipulative. We use our feelings against each other. We use our attachment or our potential for being hurt to keep each other in line or keep each other responding to us the way that we want each other to. So there's an emotional manipulation that can occur when we have an opposition like this, because we see it as being justified because we are so needful of this person to respond to us the way that we want them to. So we can do a lot of justifying of subtly manipulative behaviors that we really are not admitting to ourselves as the manipulator. The manipulatee can be really run around by this because they feel almost helpless against the tactics of the manipulator. And this often, is going to flip back and forth. It's very, very common for both people to play both roles. So it's not necessarily a bad aspect. It really depends on the natal personalities. If you have two natal personalities, or even one that is Plutonic, or that has a Moon-Pluto aspect themselves, and then we see this arising in the composite chart, that's showing that there is an exacerbation of that natal tendency by the relationship. Like that tendency is running wild within the relationship, and that's not great. That can really end up creating an environment that is more about fear of loss rather than enjoying each other because we enjoy each other. It can turn more into relating to each other out of fear rather than out of love. But we are extremely emotionally involved when we have an opposition like this. And for some people, it can actually be a pretty good aspect. It depends largely on who the two people are in themselves. So if we have a light amount of Pluto, or we don't have any Moon-Pluto aspects or Mars-Pluto aspects that are occurring in the, or Venus-Pluto aspects that are occurring in the natal charts, and then we see this opposition arise in the composite chart, and it's not the result of difficult Pluto stuff in the synastry, the day-to-day interaction between the two of you, that this can be manageable. This can be talking about just having an enormous amount of attachment and transformative effect on each other, and probably not going to the extremes of what can come with this particular opposition, which is the subtle, pervasive, emotional manipulation that really enslaves both people. So we want to be together because we want to be together, not because we feel like the other person's world will come crashing down if we aren't with them. That leads us to feel more trapped rather than free within the relationship. So you have to really evaluate this opposition in light of what the natal tendencies are. And if one of the partners, even just one, has generally any kind of Moon Pluto aspect, or like Moon in the 8th house or Scorpio Moon, it's going to increase the chances that this opposition in the composite chart is not going to be positive, or that we're going to see more of the negatives associated with it than the good things. And there are some good things. There's a resilience, a way that we can find a sense of deep connection with each other. There are some positives that exist with this opposition, and again, you have to look at it in the context of everything, because it is one of those things that if you see it in the composite chart, you're going to have to trace it back. You're going to have to look at where is it coming from potentially in the synastry, if it is, and number one, where is it located in the natal charts, if at all. So, hope this was helpful. If it was, please subscribe to my channel. You can find me on the internet at truthandaspectastrology.com, Facebook, Instagram, other social media at Truth and Aspect Astrology. Please check out my website, because I have a subscription option over there now, where I have uploaded weekly subscriber question and answer videos, and different types of videos and new videos and videos that you won't find on YouTube. So if you're interested in more content, then find me over there. Yes, I do private consultation, and I'll be back super soon with more super cool videos.